Hello, 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 and welcome back to my channel. I am Eternal Heart Goddess, and I'm here to do your daily angelic message. Today's topic, folks, is concerning what fear must you overcome in order to thrive. This is going to cover what fear must you overcome in matters of love, okay, in order to thrive in your love life? What fear must you overcome in order to thrive in the money and career sector? And what fear must you overcome in order to thrive in your health, okay? I also will be pulling a few cards that just give you the overall fear that you must overcome in order to thrive in your life. Okay. So we do have the normal 4 piles here. And before you pause the video and select the pile or pile that you are drawn to, I did not place an object. I really want you to trust your intuition today, as far as what pile you are truly led to. Okay. Because to overcome a fear that you have in order to thrive is very, very important. Okay. So also the timestamps for these will be posted, okay, in the comment section from me to you, okay, as a convenience for my viewer. Now this reading is definitely timeless. This is for present as well as future viewers, so don't forget that, all right? So I would like to go ahead and get started. Please pause the video, select the pile or piles that you're drawn to, and let's figure out what fears you must overcome, okay, in order to thrive in your life. Pile one, hello, hello, hello. Welcome aboard to your daily angelic message concerning what fear must you overcome in order to thrive in your life. These cards are pre-shuffled, so we're going to see what comes out for you, okay? So, in order to thrive in matters of love, to start things off, is the Justice card, okay? What fear must you overcome in order to thrive in your love life is one, fairness. The fear of being treated unfairly. Okay. Some of you, there's a fear of like marriage. Okay. Agreements, contracts and things like that. So some of you must overcome the fear of being treated unfairly in relationships. Okay. You have the 6 of Wands. Some of you must overcome the fear of an unsuccessful relationship, okay? A relationship that just does not work with the 6 of Wands, okay? Next to the Justice is working together with someone in order to accomplish something, okay? An agreement. Look at them shaking hands, all right? Some of you feel like you're literally handing... Look at that fire burning like your entire life over. The wreath can also represent wealth, okay? Sharing in money and things like that, and sharing in the responsibility of the success of the relationship itself. So some of you must overcome literally the fear of coming together with someone in marriage and the responsibility that it has for both of you to do your part in order to make the relationship work. Okay? Some of you must overcome the fear of maintaining a standard with the 7 of Wands, okay? Asking for what you want in a relationship. Making sure that your list is checked off as far as what your standard is for the relationship. And also, you must overcome the fear, pile 1, of literally having boundaries in your relationship. For some of you, saying no, okay? Overcome the fear of your relationship being unsuccessful because you place boundaries there. That is the biggest thing I see in order for you to thrive in love, okay? Now, let's see what you need to do in order to thrive in matters of money and career. Let's see what we got for you, okay? So some of you with authority there, you must overcome the fear of being the one in the commander seat, okay? in order to thrive. Some of you must overcome the fear of literally like a lack of confidence in the decisions that you make in your life or in positions of authority. Some of you must overcome the fear of being the leadership, okay, of people counting on you, okay, more than one or two groups of people counting on you. You must overcome the fear of not knowing if you made the right decision with, with authority here. Also, some of you must overcome the fear of basically kind of spending more than you make or spending more than you're saving. Okay. So you must overcome also the fear of not having enough to go around, not making enough. Okay. Some of you just feel like you always need to make more, you know. You must overcome the fear of not having enough to do with it what you would like to do. Okay. So some of you must overcome that. So basically what I'm seeing here in matters of money and career, you must overcome the fear of not being confident in the position that you've been placed in, or confident enough, like you have the intelligence to really handle money correctly. Okay. So overcome that fear of spending more also than what you have, and to also put something up for the future. Overcome the fear of not having enough to do with it what you would like. Okay. Now let's see what health has to say about what fear you must overcome in matters of health. Okay. You have connect with your ancestors. But I am looking here at this tree here. So some of you must overcome the fear of basically, it's possible that you fear certain things that may have been within the family tree. Okay. Also happening to you. Maybe you have a fear of thinking that you're not able to heal it. Okay, to heal something, or that you may suffer the same, whether it's a detriment or health issue, whatever the case may be. You must overcome this fear and to know that you are in a position to do something different about it. Okay, that you may be the person that overcomes that thing. Okay. Also for your health, you also, for some of y'all, you must overcome the fear of feeling like everything is on you when it comes to your family with the tree here, that you're the one that has to do everything, that you've been given all of this like duty bound feeling that you may have to correct something, to heal something. Some of this is, ancestral things or whatever the case may be. But you must overcome the fear of feeling like everything is on you when it comes to family and the past, and that you're the only person who can correct whatever that it is. Okay. Or the fear of having the same whether this is disease, health issues, whatever the case may be, as those before you. Okay, you must overcome that fear. For some of you with make an altar, you must overcome, especially with be still next to it, the fear of just sitting still. Okay. Some of you need to be more in prayer for your health and meditation and taking the time to rest properly. Some of you are very restless. Some of you may feel that you cannot rest because there's so much on you. With this being the head, like you feel like you have so many depending on you with that family tree there that you cannot rest. So some of you really need to take time and just listen to yourself. Be one with yourself. Have peace of mind. Get enough rest, okay? You must overcome the fear of never having enough. Therefore, I cannot rest. I cannot sleep. I cannot take off, okay? So some of the biggest things that came out for you, pile one, with what fear must you overcome with clairsentient, okay, is the expression of how you truly feel. Some of you have a fear of communicating your feelings, okay? Some of you have a fear of listening to your intuition, what your body is telling you, okay? What intuitive nudges you that you may get. Some of you need to overcome the fear of literally communicating your innermost thoughts and feelings. Also with sunshine, some of you have to overcome in pile 1 the fear of standing out. Okay. You need to work on your confidence more with sunshine there. Okay. And not have a fear of being seen with the sunshine, of shining bright. Okay. Of being the star of the show. Also, some of you have to overcome the fear of the sun. Okay. Some of you don't even like to be in the sun. It could be simple as that. You must overcome the fear of either the sun or just being, a shining star. Okay. So this is what I have for you, pile 1. I truly hope that this did help you in resolving this issue. Okay. And something that you can work on, think about, and look into and take seriously. Okay. So until next time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Pile 2, it's up to you. Hello, hello, hello. And let's go ahead and dive in and see what fears, must my pile 2 viewers, present and future, what must you overcome in order to thrive? Let's start with matters of love. Okay. What fear must my pile 2 viewers overcome in matters of love in order to thrive? Page of Pentacles. Learning, okay, being schooled, lessons, okay, all right. What fear must you overcome in matters of love in order to thrive? Happiness with 10 of Cups, fulfillment. Some of you all's fear is not being happy, okay, feeling stuck, feeling restricted, okay, feeling limited in a relationship is a fear that you must overcome in order for in matters of love to thrive, okay. The give and take. Some of you, a fear that you must overcome with the Fool is literally not having faith in matters of love. Okay. For some of you, with them grabbing the keys and their wallet and things like that, some of you could have a fear of abandonment. Okay. A fear of being left. Also, with 9 of Wands, what fear must you overcome? That you have to stay in defense mode, okay? This is somebody who has a fear of being played, literally, with the 9 of Wands, okay? Look at that injury to the hand, okay? Being played, being the joke, being a simp, okay? Someone taking off on you. Being restricted or not able to do anything in a relationship. For some of you, happiness, that you won't be happy, or that you'll be responsible for someone else's happiness and you yourself not be happy. Some of you have to overcome that. And Page of Pentacles is overcome the fear of literally the lessons, how you have to learn someone, how you have to get to know someone. Okay. Fear of opening up a book about a person in love. Okay. Fear of what you might learn about somebody in love. Okay. So that's what I have for love. Let's see what fear you must overcome in matters of money in order to thrive. So you have the money tree. You have fertility. So some of you have to overcome the fear of not having enough. Literally, it says enjoy your wealth. Some of you need to overcome the fear of, it could be overspending as well, not making enough. Nothing will ever be enough. Okay. Some of you need to overcome the fear of basically it's money, or that you end up sacrificing family and children and that experience as well. So some of you have to overcome the fear of, maintaining the balance. Like, oh, I can't have a love life if I'm, this person in this pile might be all about their money. Okay. Savings. You must overcome the fear of, again, not feeling like you have enough to save, whatever the case may be. Okay. Some of you have to overcome the fear of moving up, going to the next level, being held back because you got 8 of Swords. So some of you feel like your relationships, dynamics restrict you, and it's like jail for you. Some of you have to overcome the fear of coming together with someone, in the sector of family and money and sharing, and feeling like, you can't level up, or that you can never get ahead. You have to overcome that fear. Okay. What fears must you overcome in matters of health in order to thrive? Okay. Overthinking when it comes to money. It's always about money with pile two. Okay. You have abundance planning. What fear must you overcome? That your plan does not work. This does something to your health. The over concern for money here is definitely taking a hit to your health. Some of you must overcome the fear of eating well. Some of you are not nourishing your body. You're not eating right, okay? Because this money is taking precedence over your life to where you're probably not eating the proper foods when it comes to health. So what is it saying that you must overcome is sacrificing your health in order to have money, okay? Everything's about money, okay? What fear must you overcome in order to thrive when it comes to your health is energy work, being centered, working on your spirituality, okay? Working on your real temple, okay? Respecting your temple, which is your body. What fear must you overcome is leisure time, hanging out, just enjoying the moment, having a drink, watching a movie, okay? Some of you must overcome the fear of thinking that those things don't matter in your life, okay? What are the biggest fears that my pile two must overcome is compassion. Either you not having compassion towards others, or you not being compassionate enough towards yourself, giving yourself some grace. Okay. Maybe some of you are really harsh judges of yourself as well as others. Okay. Status, health is wealth. Again, you must a huge thing going here in your pile two is health is wealth. Health is your wealth. Your what does it matter if you get money if you're not going to live to see it? Okay. Some of you must overcome with counsel here. Basically the advice of others, what others have to say, overcome the fear of being judged, or overcome the fear of taking others' advice as well. And intuition, overcome the fear of taking your own counsel, following your intuition, especially with energy work here as well, is trusting yourself more. Okay. This is what I'm getting for you, pile two. I hope this helps. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Alrighty, pile three. I already got your cards laid out to save us time. I'm figuring that'll be best as these are pre-shuffled. So let's go ahead and dive into your reading about what fears must you overcome in order to thrive. So what I have as far as what fears you must work on or let go in order to thrive in matters of love is the need to be right. Winning at all costs. Okay. Next to the moon, as well as the Hierophant, is the fact that, you don't always know, how things are going to always go. Okay. So this is somebody who feels the need to be right. You with the Ace of Swords, it's possible that you're quick to tell somebody off. You feel the need to tell somebody off about the things that you can't necessarily see yet or sense. Maybe it is that you feel like you know how something is going to go before it happens as well here with the moon and the Hierophant, because you have the who, what, when, where, why, how. Okay. It's possible in order for you to thrive in matters of love is to also know, I can flip that, that you do need to trust that you are right or correct about a lot of things. Some of you don't trust your own mind with the Eight of Swords. You feel a certain level of restriction or whatever the case may be. Sometimes for pile three in matters of love is to just trust your intuition, especially with the moon, that even though you can't see it, you can sense it, you can feel it. Okay. And so with the Five of Swords there as well is just like, not basically negating what you feel in a relationship, negating what you know, negating with the Hierophant your level of spirituality, like your ranking and knowing how things go. Okay, Eight of Swords is also like not trusting or not seeing that you have it right. Okay, especially with the Ace of Swords, that being the victory. So that can be read a couple different ways. So in matters of love is to trust what you know. Okay, trust what you know. Don't fight yourself on those things. You don't have to argue with anybody. You don't have to prove that you're right to somebody. If you give somebody some type of insight and they choose not to listen, and then they come back like, oh, you were right with the Ace of Swords, my bad. Okay. Trust your own intuition and don't worry about who sees what you're seeing or who believes what you say or not. Leave it there. That will help you in matters of love. Okay. Also, moving on. What fear must you overcome in matters of money and career? Exhaustion, literally thinking yourself to a point of exhaustion, not recharging, not allowing yourself to rest and regroup as needed. Okay. Some of you overcome the fear of eliminating what no longer works, whether it's an idea, okay, that no longer works. Allow new ideas to come in. Allow yourself to basically have a metamorphosis of the mind as well in your ideas. Don't exhaust yourself if something doesn't work. Have the ability to move on in matters of money and career when something doesn't work. You need to overcome the idea that this is all that I see, right? When you're looking, it's like this eye is looking this way, okay? When overcome the fear of something not working out, okay, and having the ability to move on and look for something better, look for something more. Some of you also need to overcome the fear of staying like complacent. Don't be afraid to go somewhere new, okay, or eliminate certain things when they just don't work. Some of you may stay too long in situations that have long are overdue to be eliminated, okay? All right. Also, for matters of health, what fear must you overcome with soak in a bath is having self-care, taking time for yourself, bathing, lighting your candles with connective fire, sound healing, literally turning on music, making yourself a bubble bath, and positive words of affirmation as well, how you talk to yourself. This is affecting your health. Your own inner dialogue is affecting your health. You not taking the time to have self-care and take that beauty bath, whether you're a man or a woman here, it does not matter, is affecting your health. Not doing the sound healing, not putting on your healing music is affecting your health. Okay. And that might lead you, towards a level of exhaustion, because I am getting that this is a very spiritual pile here. Okay. So you do have to do the energy work. You do have to take the time to take care of yourself. Otherwise, your mind becomes exhausted. Okay. To the point where you might not see things as clearly as you could, because you start to restrict your ability to gain that, to hear your intuition, to feel. Okay. What are the biggest fears that this pile must overcome? Is that is being initiated or crowned, is your ranking, literally, is your leadership, is that you are definitely, for some of y'all, a chosen one, that you've been selected to do a certain thing. Some of you have fear of even your purpose, your life purpose, whatever the case may be. What fear must you overcome is the fear that miracles don't happen to you, big and small. It's like this pile needs to start seeing that miracles come in all forms and sizes and shapes. Okay. Overcome the fear that you're not able to thrive at any time and in any season with make any season yours. All right. That you have to wait on a special moment in order to do something, in order to be something, in order to go somewhere. Okay. A fear you must overcome is that you're not leading by example, or that you're not the blueprint for certain things. Okay. With initiated and crowned, you are definitely someone that others look up to. Okay. So overcome the fear of not being important enough, also overcome the fear of esoterics. With that, esoterics is just hidden knowledge. Overcome the fear of what you might discover as well. Some of you have a fear of what's hidden. Okay. Don't be afraid or have a fear. You have to overcome the fear that it's okay for you to take the time to smile and have laughter and have fun and have a good time. Some of you have to overcome that fear that that you are so duty bound that you have no time to smell the roses in life. Okay. And some of you also have to overcome the fear of being psychic as well. The fact that as well, it said it up here. And, as far as the things you have to overcome in love, your psychic nudges, you have to overcome the fear of knowing pile 3, of knowing what's up, of having higher knowledge. Okay. And your ranking, you have to overcome the fear of being chosen for something. All right. So that's what I have for you, pile 3. I truly do hope that this has helped you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Alrighty, pile 4. Pile 4, last but certainly not least, I already have your cards already pre-shuffled and set out here in order to save us some time. Okay, so let's get right on into it. So pile 4, viewers, present and future. A fear that you must overcome in matters of love in order to thrive is the hermit. Okay, keeping to yourself, pile 4. Staying away from people. Your boundaries, your gates are up too high. Okay, stopping everybody in their tracks. This is the person who doesn't really want to be around people. Okay. With the Knight of Pentacles, you must overcome the fear of, someone putting with the star next to the star is somebody basically coming in and putting your light out. Okay. Some of you have to overcome the fear of just being single. Okay. With the star next to the devil, someone taking your kindness for weakness, or basically coming and suckling your energy as well with the star. Okay. Because some of you have a really positive, healing, bright light about you. You are the healer. Some of you, this is empath as well. You are the person that reflects. And I think some of you just have a fear of people coming in and using you for something, whether it's your energy, material, because some of you have, of course, you're self-sufficient, you're independent. And I think you do have to overcome that fear in order to thrive in love, that people are only coming to use you. Some of you, your boundaries may be up too high. Nothing is wrong with having standards and boundaries, of course. But if you keep to yourself all the time, of course, your love life isn't going to thrive because you keep to yourself and you keep people at arm's length with the 7 of Wands. And there's a fear of people coming and trying to take what you have, to take from you in some kind of way. Okay. So moving on to money and career, what fear must you overcome in order to thrive is feeling like this can go either way. People having a helping hand because of your social status or what you have. People always wanting something from you. Okay. Some of you also must overcome the fear of, when it comes to money and career, of your love life getting in the way, of tying yourself to somebody, of being with someone. I think that there is some kind of obstruction or blindness when it comes to people wanting something from you. The fear of coming together with someone once you reach a certain status in order to keep that. It's like with the 9 of Pentacles. I have to stay by myself. I have to stay single. I can't come together with anybody. People are going to use me, whatever the case may be. But what's being said here is this is kind of a block to your money with this, okay? With spiritual work, just working with yourself and centering yourself and knowing that you're protected with all that light, that your energy is actually protected, and that as long as you ground yourself, it is okay and safe for you to come together with others, okay? So there's a fear of people wanting something from you, or a fear of you needing help and people not being there. And all of a sudden, look here, with social status is now reaching a certain level in your life, and now people want to come together with you. Okay. So you must overcome that fear in order for your money to start thriving. So this is just based on a certain way of thinking when it comes to pile 4. Okay. That people are not genuine or don't genuinely want to be around you and not need something from you. Okay. Also, so in matters of health, a fear that you must overcome is stillness. The fact that it's okay to get rest. Some of you have energy work. You really do need to do the meditation with the chakras here. You really do need to, treat your body as a temple, to go within and not be afraid of what your intuition here is telling you. Okay. You need to get into all of your bodies here, your emotional, your mental, your physical. Okay. This is really going with intuition into the core of things. This is how we treat ourselves, how we think about ourselves. This is all of those different energetic bodies. That is us. Okay. Your inner, the full spectrum. Okay. Some of you, another thing of fear you must overcome is hydrating. Some of you are not drinking enough water, so you need more water to hydrate yourself. Okay. Some of you, dehydration is something that gets in the way of your health as well. So the proper rest, the proper mental health as well in this pile. Okay. Meditation could help with that. Definitely feeling and sensing and being okay with how you feel, like really getting to the core of why you feel the way you feel or why you think the way that you think. So that is a fear that you must overcome in matters of your health. Let's see some of the biggest things that you have to overcome is intelligence. Okay. For some of you, I heard thinking that you're smarter than others, okay, or that other people are just not intelligent, okay. So you have to overcome that fear that other people don't know something, or that or that there's no advice that they can give you, or that they don't have, they can't hold intelligent conversations, or whatever the case may be. Also, some of you with that intelligence card, you have to overcome the fear of thinking that you're not intelligent enough, or that you don't know enough, okay, or that you don't have enough knowledge. Some of you have to overcome the fear of looking at the bigger picture. Some of you are, always very so present or so honed in on and meticulous about things that you might not see the bigger picture in the scheme of things. Okay. Thinking that you're smarter than the bigger picture, thinking that you know how things are going to go. You see what I'm saying, pile 4? Also direction. You have to overcome the fear of where things are headed, where your life is going. Okay. A lot of you, I just feel this sense of trying to keep things from happening, okay, by force and things like that, and not allowing things to flow, especially with hydrate, with the water movement here, not allowing things to flow. You feel the need to control everything, especially with that 7 of Wands. Stand your ground. You're stopping things before you think they happen, because you're better. You feel like you're better on your own, and you have to overcome the fear of coming together with others to some capacity, okay? You have to overcome the fear with the earth angel here of everybody needing you, or feeling like you're their savior, or that you have to do a kind act in order to receive something. Okay. That people come to you again. There's this energy of needing to overcome the fear of everybody needing you for something, wanting you for something. Okay. To come to take from you in some kind of way. All right. You have chameleon here. The fear of blending in. Some of you have a fear of not feeling authentic, or like, the star of the show. Okay. That you're the biggest star. The fear of feeling like, you blend in with others, or that you don't stand out, in the environments that you're in. Okay. So fear of being seen. I just heard peon for someone here, like fear of being mistaken for a peon, okay, like everyone else. Some of you also have to overcome the fear of your spiritual guidance, again, to go within and listen to the spiritual guidance. Okay. With spirit guides here, you may fear, the unseen realms. Okay. You may fear this, you may fear all the, the angels and the spirit guides and what have you. But you do have them. Okay. Pile 4, whether you want to believe it or admit it or not, they are there, and they are there to help you. It's time for you to go in and take care of yourself in that way too. Okay. Also, some of you have to overcome with the teacher-student learning is that, yes, while you're intelligent and you have knowledge, that we also are a student of life. Okay. So we learn, but we also teach. Okay, so the fear that, again, this pile may have this kind of energy where they think they know everything. Like, you might feel like you're unteachable. Okay, or that you may feel, again, on the flip side, that you don't know enough. Maybe some of you feel like it's hard to learn. Some of you feel like you don't want to replay or have to relearn lessons and stuff, that you won't get it, that you won't know what direction to go, that you're going to blend in and you'll be a nobody. You have to overcome this fear that you have not learned from situations, or that you will not know what direction to go, or that you do have something of substance within you to share with others. Okay, so pile 4, this is what I have for you today. I truly do hope this helped in the best way that I could convey it to you. Okay, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.